Hello guys and welcome. Today we have this quadratic equation right here. Ax squared plus bx plus c is 0, and we have to show that in fact x is equal to the whole of this is a solution to this quadratic equation. Pretty interesting question. So how do we do it? I'm going to use the method of completing the square to show that indeed this right here is a solution to the quadratic equation. But before then, let's pay attention to this a right here. This a can never be 0, and the reason is this. If a is equal to 0, then it means that the whole of this term is going to disappear. And if that happens, then we'll be left with bx plus c is equal to 0, which is never a quadratic equation. And besides, if this is indeed a solution to the quadratic equation right here, a cannot be 0 because we have the denominator to be 2a. If a is equal to 0, then it means that everything right here is 0. And remember, any number divided by 0 is undefined. Therefore, it is important to state that a cannot be 0. And like I said, we'll be using the method of completing the squares to show that this is a solution. And the first method is that make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. And we can only do that right here by dividing each term by a. So I'm going to divide this by a, this by a, this by a, and this by a as well, so that this will cancel out this. Then here we'll be left with x squared plus, here we have b over a x. Then I'm going to leave a large space like this and then equate this one to what is here. So let's transpose c over a so that we get minus c over a. The question is, why did I leave this huge space? I left this huge space because we are going to put there a magic number. What is this magic number? The magic number is this. We are going to take the coefficient of x, multiply it by 1/2, and then square the results. Then after that, we add the results to each side of the equation. This is what I mean. We have the leading coefficient of x to be b over a. We have to multiply this one by 1/2 and then square the results. And you see that we can simplify this. This is the same as b over 2a then all squared. So this is what we have. We're going to add this one to each side of the equation. Therefore, we're going to have b over 2a all squared. Then right here, we will still be adding the same thing, b over 2a squared, just like that. Now the question is, why did I add this magic number? I added this magic number because I want the left-hand side of the equation to be a perfect square. And now that we have it, everything right here is a perfect square, which could also be written as x plus b over 2a all squared. Then on the left-hand side, we have minus c over a, then b squared is also b squared divided by 2a squared, that is 4a squared, just like that. I'm going to copy everything right here. X plus b over 2a squared, and this is equal to, we have two fractions here that we are supposed to combine them. And remember, we can only combine two fractions if their denominators are the same. For this fraction, we have the denominator to be a. For this one, we have 4a squared. We can make them the same by multiplying this denominator right here by 4a and then multiplying this one also by 4a. 4a times a is 4a squared, and here we also have 4a squared. Now that they are the same, I'm going to write one of them as the LCM, then combine their numerators. And here we have b squared minus 4ac. I'm going to write the b squared first. B squared minus 4ac, just like that. We have combined them. Remember, our aim is to make x the subject. And looking at this, it will be good idea if we take square root on each side of the equation. And of course, we are not going to forget our plus or minus. Clearly, we can see that this square and the square root will leave. On the left-hand side, we'll be left with x plus b over 2a. And this is equal to plus or minus. Now, let's pay attention to this right here, everything here. We can write this as square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by square root of 4a squared. Remember, square root of 4 is 2, and square root of a squared, the square will cancel out the square root and we'll be left with a right here. It seems like I'm running out of space, right? So I'm going to do it here. We have x is equal to, now let's transpose this fraction here so that we get minus b over 2a plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. And now we can see that we have two fractions with the same denominators. And if that happens, we can actually combine them by writing one of the denominators as the LCM and then combine the numerators, which would be minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Can we simplify this further? No, and it looks the same as what we are supposed to find here, just like that. So guys, that is pretty much it. I hope you found the video useful. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and also, most importantly, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. See you again on the next video. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.